Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 7, called Real Life Reckoning. So, we start off with the couples. They're leaving Mexico on day 8 of marriage. They get back to San Diego. They get to their new apartments. They have the customized doormats. So that was cute. And the apartments look nice, of course. So Stasia doesn't want shoes on the inside of the house. She don't want people having their shoes on when they come inside the house. You know, she got to keep it clean. It seemed like Nate was like, okay, whatever. And the other thing I took from, the couples seeing the apartments for the first time is Miguel doesn't like the TVs in the bedroom because I guess he's gonna be up all night watching TV. Well, Miguel, you just gotta give yourself self-discipline and just not do nothing with the TV. Otherwise, if it bothers you so damn much, I'm pretty sure you could unhook that bit and put it somewhere else in the damn house. Okay, we move on to. They're still looking through the apartment, so I guess we're on Stasia and Nate. And she's looking at the counter space in the bathroom, and she wants, because it's only one sink, she's like, okay, I'm gonna get the counter space, I'm gonna put all my stuff on it. Nate, you just gonna have to put your stuff in the drawers. He looking at her like, really? So, she goes through all the things that she likes in the house. Nate seems more chill about it. Like, okay, it's nice. I'm going to be sleeping for the next 8 weeks. So, it is what it is. And when they chill and talk in the bed, Nate lets us know that he's a bow. He's a bow because he likes to go to the gym and then he likes to come home. Or, work out, wherever he work out at. And then he just be so tired, he just wants to lay down and chill in the bed. Stasia looking at him like under the covers in the bed. He's just like, I just want to relax. Listen, I understand after working out, you be tired, so you just want to just relax and cool down. But you got to shower, bro. You got to shower that because showering makes you feel so much better. You ever had a good workout? You were sweating, you were hot, and then you just take a shower to cool yourself off, cleanse your body of all that sweat, and then you just feel so nice and clean. And then when you relax, you just feel like, I'm gonna need you guys to want that feeling, because I understand cooling off is great and all, to the point your sweat dries, but the feeling you feel after a shower from a good workout, and then, you just feel so accomplished. I'm going to need you guys to do that. So, I don't know how hard you be working. I don't know if you be doing yoga where you don't break a sweat, or like working out where you break a lot of sweats and then you laying in bed. Yeah, you should just be best friends with Bao. You and Bao should meet up and just have a one night stand and just be dirty together in the bed and just sweat up the bed, make stains like Miguel and Lindy do in their bed. Stasia, I know that's really running through your mind rampant because I know you're a clean person. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that situation, but I got a lot of notes, so I gotta move on, Sasha. I'm sorry. We move on to Morgan and Ben. They sit down and talk about their schedules. Ben's frugal side comes out, asking her can she do her laundry before 4 p.m. and other things about plugins, after 4 p.m., not have nothing plugged in and only use the lights after 6 p.m. Morgan looking weird out. I would look weird out too, because you're not going to tell me when I could turn on and turn off my kitchen light. You're not going to tell me when I could charge my phone and not charge my phone. You're not going to tell me when I can do laundry and not do my laundry. If I want to do my laundry at 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 5 a.m., 6 p.m., it don't matter. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Okay? I pay their bills too. Okay? If he was the one that paid all the bills and you ain't pay nothing, that's the only way I'll give him some leeway. I'll still be upset with it. I'll be annoyed. But that's the only way I could give him leeway. But if I pay the bills, especially if I pay the electricity bill, you damn right I'm going to you put on the light, turn off the light, all I want to. Obviously, we got to compromise, because you got to be comfortable in the house too. But I'm just saying, you ain't going to tell me when okay. But she said she going to go shower because she was over the conversation. He already turned off all the lights in the apartment and whatnot. He don't care the camera people there. So what? And in my head, I'm just like, Ben, you're not even paying the bills for the apartment. So why you got to turn it off? But maybe force of habit and to get Morgan used to what life is going to be like after the damn 8 weeks, whatever. But he goes in a bathroom that she's about to take a shower in and turns off the lights. Morgan was like, no, I'm going to be taking a shower with the light on. So at least he didn't fuss about that. I don't know if he was joking about that, but Ben, come on now. If you were serious, ain't nobody going to take a shower in the dark. The only way I'm going to take a shower in the dark is if the light from the window in the bathroom, if it's starting to get sunrise enough where I can see what I'm doing in the bathroom, not in pitch black darkness. Ben, please. We move on. Kristen and Mitch. I put Miguel. I don't know why. But Kristen and Mitch, they get ready for bed. A condom falls out of the suitcase. Mitch said, oh, yeah, he definitely had to pack those up. Because you already knew what was going to happen. Because y'all did what y'all had to do this episode. So they lay down and talk. Kristen talking about she's very happy in a marriage. And Mitch said he is too. I'm trying to understand how that is. And Mitch is also disgusted by the fact of the word and feeling of love. But he's learning to embrace it. Why are we all disgusted by love here? Isn't that what you came on the show for? I'm confused. That's what y'all wanted the significant other, a marriage, to love the person, to live life, have kids. Not for Morgan, but for all the other people. So I don't understand why love and being in love and feeling in love is so taboo in their minds that they feel like they have to regurgitate just by the thought of love. I don't understand. But anyway, we move on to Alexis and Justin. They talk on the couch and talk about their dogs. And Justin admits that his dog does have to take some time of getting used to other people and dogs, or just dogs, one of those two, or maybe both. But she should be all right. Not she, because her name is Maya. So Alexis is like, okay, everything seems all well for now, because it's going to get worse. And we move on to Lindy and Miguel. They talk on the couch, and Miguel pretends he's allergic to cats, but he's really not. I'm like, okay, you're trying to pull Eric from season 12 with Virginia and her damn cats. But whatever. They talk about decision day. Lindy, I keep putting Mindy, but Lindy said decision day is a triggering word for her. And Miguel tries to reassure her that he's not looking for an out. But Lindy doesn't believe that, because from past conversations, it seems like, it's just 8 weeks for him. So it's like he ain't really trying to stick it through after the 8 weeks. I'm tired of them having this damn conversation. Can we just live life normally? Like, can we live life as if you guys were like really met up and were like trying to be in a relationship together? I get these conversations need to be had or whatnot, but why do we have to have this conversation like every scene that you guys are in? I'm so tired of talking about decision day, these next 8 weeks. Can we talk about, can we just be a regular couple that's trying to live through lives, that's trying to see how we could work out and fit it into each other's lives, but not be so, concrete of the itinerary of how this is going to go, how that's going to go? Can it just be a natural flowing conversation? That's the part that's annoying me about them. And not only them, but all the couples, but mainly them. So I'm so tired of that. But Lindy talking about she don't want to talk about decision day at all because it just seems like doomsday, all that, whatever. We get to day 9 of marriage, and Stasia wakes up. She sees the toilet seat up, so she doesn't like that, of course. Understandably so. But, she seems like she's one of those person that nitpicks everything. And more so than the average person. Because I feel like I nitpick a lot of stuff. But to the point that Stasia was, I don't think I'm to that extreme. But there's sometimes, I'm a precise person. So if I'm a person, if I leave something a specific way, when I come back, I will know if it was touched, if it was moved. Because I know how I place my things to a T. So I have OCD. People be laughing about that, but ask my husband because he'll tell you I have like major OCD. I know every little thing, and I just be feeling some type of way when it's moved in a different way. So we move on. We get to Lindy. She says she finds out that she snored, but tries to make the excuse that, oh, she was tired from traveling the day before and this and that. Miguel was like, girl, you were snoring in Mexico too. I'm just like, all right, Miguel, you tell the truth. You better air her out, put her on blast, Miguel. Okay, we see you, but we move on to Justin. This is where now the couples are visiting their spouses' houses. We didn't see everybody's house. I don't know why. Producers always be doing this the past couple seasons. It be pissing me off. But whatever. We get to Justin. He goes to visit Alexis' house. Her house seems nice. She shows him her vagina mold that they were talking about at the wedding ceremony. And she just has a lot of promiscuous art. If that's what she likes, that's what she likes. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it because one of my cousins, I don't think he lives in Atlanta no more, but one of my cousins up in Atlanta, he had a lot of promiscuous art in his bachelor pad. So it's nothing new for me. I mean, I guess for some it might be like, whoa, this is a little too much. All right, Alexis, you do you. She has a lot of clothes. Her closet is atrocious to me. A lot of clothes, a lot of shoes. Justin's saying it's very unorganized and he feel like he gonna get lost. He don't know if something gonna jump out at him. Understandably so too. Because listen, once again, with my OCD, I'm just like, it is not color coordinated because y'all don't want to know how my closet is set up. It's to the point where my husband has to just be like, okay, look, I did the laundry. It's on the bed. It's already on the hangers. I'm just going to have you hang it up how you hang it up. And I'm like, thank you, because I hang it up a very specific way. I'm very precise. So, kudos to my husband for that. But not Lindy. Goodness gracious. I keep getting everybody's names mixed up. But Alexis, if you want someone to like clean up and organize your closet, I'm your girl. You just got to pay for my ticket for San Diego so I could go over there and stuff. But if you need help, let me know. Let me know. If you ever watch this, I don't know. But listen, just give me one day, cook me dinner. You could buy me dinner. And I will get your closet looking brand new in no time. And I'll even play with Newton. I'm not going to bring my dog to you because you might sue me, even though my dog's a little scaredy cat. But I'll leave my dog at the house with the hubs and, just have me fly out to San Diego. I'll help you with your closet. You're going to be posting it on Instagram and stuff. It'll be all great. But she talking about she got paw sanitizers for the dogs. They have paw sanitizers? I mean, I'm not surprised. They got dog beer nowadays. But they got, well, I'm really not surprised. Makes sense. So Alexis threatened divorce because Justin called her dog a dog. But it's not a dog. It's her child. Okay, Alexis, but it's a dog. It's a dog. I understand it's your child. I understand it's your baby. Newton is a dog. You don't bring him to the regular hospital. You bring him to the vet hospital. It's a dog. I'm going to need you to come to terms with that, Alexis. It's a dog. I understand it's your baby. I'm not saying it's not. I know it's your number one. But it's a dog, okay? Justin said divorce is not an option. To the point homeboy talking about okay, we're going to get to that point. But I'm just like, Justin, this doesn't have to be the end all be all, okay? You guys are like not even 2 weeks in. Relax. Because she might be doing something to you where you don't want to be in a marriage no more. So divorce is not an option. Okay, be careful what you say. Never say never. Because she's going to be mad at you this episode. We move on to Nate. He visiting Sasha's house. Her kitchen, my goodness, I don't know how many people you could fit at that damn table. That looked like a formal dinner table at the White House. Okay, was that at the Buckingham Palace? My goodness, Sasha, it's only you who live in that damn house. Do you entertain a lot? Do you host? Because as clean as you keep your place, I don't think people be coming to your house like that. So why you need this long ass island with like 12 damn chairs on it? It wasn't really 12 chairs. I'm just exaggerating, folks. But still. But, granted, if I had the money she had, though, I'm not going to, I would get a grand ass kitchen too myself, and I can't even say nothing because, I'm just saying because she by herself. Like, that's a long ass island in the kitchen. Like, she made sure to utilize the whole damn space in the whole kitchen with the long ass island. But, if I made as much money as, we're going to get to how much she made later on in the episode. But I'm just like, I can't even lie. Because if I had the money, I'd be doing something. I would have a grand kitchen. I really would. But anyway, we get to her bedroom. Now, I know she into the real estate thing and housing stuff. I believe, that's her background. The girl legit puts the decorative tray, for staging that they do, where they put like trays on the bed with like different stuff on it, like cotton balls and like perfume or whatever, the tray that they have on the bed. Yeah, that's what she does. That's what she puts on her bed every morning. Every day that she makes her bed, when she gets up, she puts the tray on there with all the pillows and stuff. It's not for sleeping. It's just for decorations, for the aesthetics. She didn't say that. I'm just saying that for myself. Sasha, I'm not going to call you a weirdo because you're not. But, sorry. But for me, I'm just like, okay, it's a little bit much for me. It's I wouldn't do that every damn day. If I'm not even guests over, because I'm not going to be having guests just come to the room. I wouldn't even do that. I really wouldn't even do that. Like, for her job, I understand, but that's your house. I mean, if that's what makes her feel good, I guess. But I know myself, okay? If I'm off during the day, sometimes I just want to go and take a nap, and I'm going to have to worry about putting the tray somewhere. I don't have time for that. But if that's what she want to do, okay. But for me, I'm just like, Sasha, you're doing a little bit much, and I see why. Now I for sure see why they say your house look like it's a staged house on a sale for market. On the market for sale, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't look livable from that alone. But I know other people who do it too. But Sasha, you're doing a little bit the most. So we move on. It's still them. And they argue about coffee. Picking up or buying coffee out at a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, or whatever, versus making coffee at home, how much it costs, and the difference, comparing, pros and cons, all that stuff. Listen, I don't got time to be going into detail about that. Nate calls her a diva. She is. But I mean, guys, to be honest, with someone who makes as much as she do, I can't say nothing. I really can't say nothing. We go, like I said, we're gonna get to. I want to wait till we get to that part to talk about it. But I'm just like, well, she make a lot of money, dad. I mean, if she want to go buy her damn Starbucks, then go let her buy her Starbucks. She got it. We move on to Kristen. She goes to Mitch's house. Whoa. That's all I have to say. Mitch, your house is atrocious. Not in a good way. I don't even know if atrocious was ever used in a good way. Mitch, what the hell going on with your damn house? Talking about, the tub is so dirty because I wash my plants and stuff in it, so you don't wash the tub after you wash. Like, I've seen nasty tubs and showers. And I get it sometimes, especially the rim, it could get a little discolored a little bit. I understand that. But Mitch, what is going on with your tub? Whoa. Knowing your wife is going to come look at your place. You couldn't even, Mitch. Someone put on Twitter, like, he couldn't even get the natural cleaning products to clean the bathroom a little bit. No. He's all natural. We get to the kitchen. First off, the kitchen looks so damn small. It looked like an apartment closet, the size. And then I look on the stove. I'm like, whoa, before he even made mention to the stove, I'm looking at the stove. I'm like, what's on the stove? What's all that stuff on the stove? Mitch, what is going on here? Do you not clean up after when you, what is this? The stove is so damn dirty, especially it's a white stove. Got all the stains on it, all the little crumbs of everything he cooked. So you just be cooking on top of the crumbs, on top of the crumbs, on top of the crumbs, creating more crumbs, creating more crumbs. The knobs on the stove is just dirty, got smeared stuff on it. What is going on? Is this a staged house to they made it look dirty on purpose? Kristen, what can you tell us what it smelled like in there? Cause it damn sure can't smell good. It really damn sure can't smell good. With all them damn stains. He got stuff all over in one room looking like a hoarder's house. What is going on, Mitch? What is going on? You got the nerve, the audacity to be talking about Kristen. No, and Kristen, I don't understand how you feel like you in a happy marriage. Because you already talking about you would never go back to the house. You would never live with Mitch. I don't think anybody would ever live with Mitch. I don't think even Mitch would live with Mitch. That's your man, Kristen. There's nothing else I can say. That's your man. Kristen, that's your man. We move on to Lindy visiting Miguel's apartment. As soon as they walk in, the screen door slams behind Lindy. Miguel wants to make a joke saying, "Oh, that's to wake you up when you walk in." I cackled. I'm not cackling now because it's not that funny repeating it, but at the time when he was saying it, it made me laugh. And they walk around the apartment. I love the kitchen. The kitchen was very nice, and he loves to cook. She opens the fridge and pulls out. Oh, can we go back to Mitch and Kristen? They opened the fridge. The fridge was dirty. Mitch don't got no food in there. That's why he's so damn skinny. He don't even eat. And I'm trying to understand why he got so many crumbs on his stove if he don't even eat. But whatever. We go back to Lindy Miguel. She pulls out a open cup can, whatever thing of what bacon grease reserve. There wasn't even a lid to it. Well, how y'all living? How y'all live like this? I don't understand. But Lindy was like, you better not ever cook me nothing from this bacon grease. He's like, well, nothing goes to waste in this house. Grease too, though. Like, I understand people reserving grease, but it's not for me. I understand times are tough. Back in the day, my mom used to reserve grease. I understand. It's just not for me. Okay. He continues walking her throughout the house. He shows her his red room, so to speak, of his Dungeon and Dragon stuff. He shows her the Dungeon and Dragon playbook, handbook, whatever you want to call it. He calls it his Bible. We know, whatever. And he says that he's going to go to the bathroom real quick, but he changes into his bear man costume. Well, not really, just puts on the hat and gloves or whatever. And at least Lindy seems receptive to it. And I feel like in this scene of him showing her his house, his place, I feel like this was the most authentic that Miguel was, because he seemed more calm, relaxed, and just showing her himself. So I felt like I liked him in this scene. But then other scenes, I feel like I don't know how he feels. I don't know how he is. It's like one moment they're cool and giggly and all that stuff, and then the next moment he's just like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So, but in this scene, I can say I feel like he was the most genuinely himself. If that makes sense. I don't think it does, but hopefully you catch what I'm trying to say. Okay, we move on to Ben. He visits Morgan's home, and Ben immediately takes his shoes off. That's just their culture. Morgan said he didn't have to, but he just felt more comfortable taking his shoes off. That's cool, whatever. And Morgan talking about she wants to take her espresso machine to the shared apartment. Oh, Stasha said she wanted to bring her little tray on the bed to the apartment. And at least his name was like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. But anyway, we're back to Morgan and Ben. Ben's just like, how much electricity is that espresso machine gonna use? And he's like, wait, let me check the wattage. And you know it's a lot of wattage, Ben, so you don't even have to check that to know. He's like, why is there 3 cords connected to this? Ben, you're not paying nothing in that apartment. Even Morgan was like, 3 cords? What? 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 You're not paying nothing in that apartment. yeah, I'm still gonna take this espresso machine to the shared apartment. He didn't have nothing to stand on, so he was like, okay, cool. But Ben, you're not even paying for the electricity bill at that shared apartment. I understand you're trying to get her used to and open to your frugality, but at the same time, you got to compromise too. So I appreciate the fact that he wasn't too like, nah, you can't take this. I mean, she was gonna take it anyway, regardless. But I like how he was kind of like, okay, I guess, fine, all right. But after that, they sit down and talk. And this was the moment I realized Ben reminds me so much of a friend of my husband's because it's just the questions he was asking about this damn cat. I'm just like, Ben, are you dumb or are you dumb? He's asking if the cat got a pee schedule, and if the cat pees, does that mean everybody else got to pee in the house? Um, is Morgan sure that the cat's not gonna pee somewhere else other than the litter box? Because Morgan was like, well, the cat has a litter box. It doesn't need to pee nowhere. Because the way we got into that conversation was because Ben was just like, wow, it smells really good in here. Morgan was like, yeah, I keep my things clean. He's like, yeah, but you have a cat. Like, it doesn't just pee all over the place. Excuse me. Morgan's just like, no, it has a litter box. Oh, really? So you can confirm that cat doesn't be peeing like in a different spot because I've lived with someone who had like two dogs. I don't think he said I don't know if he said he lived with someone or not. I can't confirm, but I think he said that. I lived with someone who had like two dogs, and then sometimes they would just piss all over the place, like on the shoe, and here and there, and they had like bathroom schedules that we had to take him out. Morgan's just like, well, we don't have to take the cat out. It stays inside and it uses the litter box to pee and poop. And he's looking at her like, are you sure? Ben, do you not know there's a difference between cats and dogs? Do you not know that inside cats usually have a litter box? Like, how old are you, Ben? For you to act like you don't know this? Are you playing dumb or are you really dumb? And that's why I said in this moment, I feel like he reminds me of one of my husband's friends. Because one of my husband's friends will ask the dumbest question. And it's just like, bro, you got to be joking right now. Because there ain't no way you acting this dumb for real. But no, sometimes he really be not knowing the answers to the questions he be asking. I'm just like, there's at this moment, I'm like, wow, there's more of him. There's more of that out in this world, out in these streets. I don't know where the hell been hiding, but the fact that he don't know how basic house cats work is concerning for me. It's concerning. But, the cat does come out. Morgan brings the cat out. And it did touch my heart that Ben did call the cat his son. So he was open to the cat, try to pet it like, oh, I don't know how to pet a cat. Ben, okay, whatever. All right, I can't say too much further about that, but okay, Ben, at least you were receptive of the damn cat and, calling it your son and your kid. You embraced it as your own. Okay, cool, whatever. We move on to Mitch. He visits Kristen's house. It's a studio, but it's cute nonetheless, in my personal opinion. And Kristen gives Mitch the one-on-one on taking care of her dog, Luna. Dog is so cute. Talking about, Kristen said Luna's a hot mess because she has asthma and breathing problems and just, I'm like, okay, girl, it's your dog. The dog was cute, but Mitch seemed kind of like, it's a dog, a little hesitant, but it seemed like he was warming up a little bit, so that's cool. And I guess you even got to clean Luna's rolls every day, I think Kristen said. I'm not too sure, but Mitch was like, okay, well, I guess Luna's just an exercise for having a kid, so there is that. We move on to Sasha. She visits Nate's place. It's nice, but Sasha calls it a little disorganized and linty. I think she was talking in regards to his closet. But then she goes throughout the whole house and knits and picks at all the trash because he just be having empty paper towel wrappers in his cabinets, like in his pantry, empty Quaker Oats, oatmeal containers in there. She opened the wine cabinets. Some of the wine glasses look dusty as hell. Pulls out two wine glasses that were, well, I wouldn't say just used. They look like they were recently used because there was still wine in them. There was still like a drop of wine on the bottom of the wine glass, and it looked like it was sticky because it just been sitting there. Nate just looking flabbergasted like, Nate, this your house. Don't act brand new. This your house. You left that there. Were you drunk and you was like, okay, I'm gonna just put these up here so I technically I cleaned the house? That's your doing. And it was two. So it was two wine glasses, two Nate. Who were you drinking with? Was it that friend from the wedding reception who cried, who was drunk and high, talking to Sasha and you that you didn't introduce? Hmm? Who were you drinking wine with, Nate? Sorry. Please let us know, cause we would really like to know. Sasha just looking like, I don't know why this wasn't clean though. That's your house, Nate. Don't be acting. You did that. Someone put on Twitter that maybe he got someone to clean the house, and they just put things where. Oh no, don't try to make excuses for Nate. Nate know what the hell he did. He did that shit. He tried to be quickly like, oh dang, I got a wedding. Let me just quickly try to clean up and just. You could at least use a dishwasher, bro. At least. You like what's his name? Ryan from season 12, where when Claire opened the drawer and then you just see the freaking the shelves just crooked, just hanging by one nail in the corner. It's just leaning out, and all the stuff is just trashed in the cabinets. Nate, y'all should coordinate some cleaning time amongst yourselves. Ryan from season 12 and Nate from season 15. Anyway, we move on to Alexis. She visits Justin's house. I guess he lives in a studio also. Listen, times are tough. California is hella expensive. I'm not surprised people living in studios. I don't give a damn. You got your own place and you can afford that every month. Kudos to you. I understand it's not aesthetically appeasing to, look at. But at the end of the day, it's your place. You live in it. As long as you're comfortable in your own place, then so be it. The only person that I got a bone to pick with the way their house look is Mitch, because your place looks disgusting. You all for the environment, but your place looking like a pigsty, a pig fest. How you for the environment, but you don't even care about your own environment? Make it make sense, Mitch, please. Anyway, so Alexis doesn't seem like she likes the place that much, and says it's too small for her standards and for how she likes to live her life. That's cool, whatever. But at the same end of the day, you make more money than him anyway, so that's what he can afford. That's what he can afford, Alexis. I don't understand how some people don't understand that. I'm not gonna go get a freaking $5,000 apartment if all I can afford is a $1,000 apartment, especially if I'm by myself. Anyway, I'm looking at Alexis' dress and I'm like, is there a hole in it? Is that a ripped hole? What done happened to your dress, Alexis? I mean, if that's the way you want to go out about, that's cool. But today I seen that there was a hole in my pants after work and I was distraught. So, okay. Anywho, Alexis saying she still calls marriage easy and doesn't understand why people say it's hard. Oh, Alexis, you keep saying that shit, and every time you say that shit, something happened in your marriage that God trying to give you a sign. He already tried to give you a sign when you guys was on that little boat thing and the sail done fell on y'all. Now you saying it again, and look what done happened to Newton. We won't get to that part, but we move on to the couples. They go back to their shared apartments. And this is where the drama happens of the episode. So pretty much what done happened was they get to the apartment with the dogs and the cat, and Justin talking about he wanted the painting of Alexis in his bathroom. She's like, ew, and he's like, I don't mean it like that. So they settle for the wall in the hallway. Okay, cool. So The whole time, Justin's dog Maya is just growling at Newton, just showing its teeth and everything. So that should already been a forewarning, like, okay, you guys got to keep an eye on the dog. But I guess Justin was just trying to get them to commingle. And what he do that for? Because we got Maya lunging at Newton. And I'm not going to lie. I'm a G, so I don't cry. I do cry, but I just got to fake it. I'm a G, so I don't cry. But when Newton was whimpering, my heart broke because I'm like, whenever I hear a dog whimper, like a dog that you can tell genuinely is scared and in hurt, pain and hurt, my heart breaks because I'm like, oh my gosh, because Newton was whimpering like, I'm like, oh my gosh, Newton, are you okay? And at first when I see Newton after the fight, I seen his eye was red, but I was like, okay, maybe his eye's just red. Maybe that's because some dogs' eyes they're just naturally, well, not naturally, but it just be red, and you just be like, oh, then that dog look tired or that dog's sick, whatever. So that's what I was thinking at first. But then every time they keep panning back to the dog's eye is more red and more red. And then when they zoom in, that's when Alexis is like, oh, he's bleeding, and I'm like, oh no, nah, his eye, like Maya effed him up from just one little charge. Alexis is trying to dab out the blood from his eye. I'm like, oh my gosh, poor Newton. And then we have Justin putting Maya into a closet, I think, in the dark, putting Maya into solitary confinement. And I'm like, Maya, why you do that, man? You just cost this man his marriage because Alexa she gonna run. She calling vet hospitals and stuff, saying can she bring her dog in to be seen right now. And Justin just looks so upset and so like, oh, fuck, man. So then they go into the room. She's gonna change so she could, take Newton to the hospital. Justin wants to go with her, but she don't want him to go with her right now because she's mad at Justin because Justin can't tame his dog, pretty much. So Justin gets, a little emotional, and Alexis leaves. We get to day 10 of marriage, folks. So this is the day, I guess, Pastor Cal's going to visit all the couples. We start off with Nate and Sasha. And I'm just like, Nate, you must love your turtlenecks, boy, because I think this is like the third turtleneck we done seen you in, I believe. You just love your turtleneck. Okay, whatever. That's your style. That's your style. I'm just like, I don't know who the hell you trying to be, Steve Jobs. But it ain't working, bro. But if that's what you like, whatever. Like I said, that's what you like. So in regards to, excuse me, Sasha and Nate sitting down with Pastor Cal, Nate just keeps referring to them as, he wants them to be a power couple, king and queen, royalty, all that stuff. And that's all I got from them. They're just not on the same page of having kids. This is the part I wanted to talk about. Nate not ready for kids because he wants to be of a higher tax bracket in order to have kids. Right now, he be making like $150K a year, and he's not gonna be comfortable to have kids until he makes $250K a year. In my head, I'm just like, $150K. I mean, granted, I understand California is expensive. I understand kids are expensive, but people who make less than $100,000 as a couple together be having kids and be living okay. So I don't know if Nate trying to get his kids Balenciaga diapers or something, but I'm like, $150K alone is just a great thing. I wish I made $150K a year. Shoot, we'd be eating steak every night. We would be eating prime rib every night. I'll be going to Whole Foods for grocery shopping. F Publix. I will always love my Publix. Okay, Publix. I call it Publix. Okay, I will always love my Publix. But if I had that kind of money, Whole Foods, here I come. Sprouts, here I come. Trader Joe's, here I come. I don't make 150K a year, so I can't do that. We got the Publix. I'll still do my Publix, but 150K, bro. What is you talking about? But I understand you want to be financially stable, but I'm just saying 150K, just you alone, and your wife make more than you. What you waiting for? You just use that as an excuse. That's not the reason why. But then we get to Stasha, because he also mentioned inflation too. I'm like, you make 150. Imagine how people under 100,000 a year, like a couple, gets by on inflation. Inflation ain't hitting you, boy. Get out of here. Anyway, we get to Stasha. And when she said what she made, bro, that blew me out the water. The homegirl said she made 415K a year. This is it. 415K. I'm sorry. I'm dragging this review. I'm so sorry, but I was just like, so between the both of y'all make a little over $500,000. And Nate, you don't think y'all financially capable of having a baby when you guys make over $500,000? So y'all say, because some people on Twitter say, ain't no way homeboy made 150K. I don't know his pockets. I don't know his bank statements. But if he's saying he made 150K, I'm just thinking, how do you not think that's enough to have a kid? Especially when your wife makes practically 3 times as much as you. What the hell? Make it make sense. Stasha, if you wanted a kid so bad, you could have just went and got your own sperm donor from the labs. You didn't need Nate for this shit. But, I know you wanted a whole husband and stuff too, so I understand that too. But I'm just like, I can't even talk about y'all. I'm nowhere near close to y'all little tax bracket to be talking about y'all. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it because I'm reviewing the show, and this is what we discuss. This is what we talk about. So anyway, they still haven't had sex yet, but they are intimate in other ways, as let Stasha tell it. I don't know. I guess making out in the shower. Okay, sure, but Stasha's just waiting for them to be emotionally connected first before they get to that point. So we'll see how that goes. But anywho, we move on to Newton. He comes home. He has a cone on his neck, and he's going to have that for a week. So I guess Justin's going to take Maya to get trained for 2 weeks. And in the meantime, Newton is going to recover at the apartment they're sharing together. That's from what Alexis said. We move on to Justin. He's trying to save his marriage, so he brings Maya to a doggy prison, doggy jail. That's pretty much what it is. All the dogs barking all over the damn place, but the dogs in cages outside, not even inside, outside. So he puts Maya in there, or whatever, the volunteer, whoever puts Maya in there. She looks so sad, and I feel so bad for her. And hopefully she gets trained correctly and not in a way that she's going to come back traumatized. But I feel so bad for Maya, even though she did wrong. But it's like, I mean, feeling bad for these dogs, especially going to doggy prison. So Justin done said he already talked with Alexis, and if Maya doesn't change, he's going to potentially give up Maya for Alexis. The producers asked him, how does he feel about that if he were to have to give her up? Justin said in a confession, I don't want to have to think about that. Looking like he about to cry. Bro, you really about to give up your dog for Alexis? What has she done for you to make you want to give up your own child? Do you think Alexis will ever give up Newton for you? If the roles were reversed? No. But you about to do it for her? The baby that you've met since Maya was a puppy? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but that's your kid. That's like saying you would give up your kid for somebody you dating just because of the fact that the kid and the person you dating's kid don't get along. Granted, I understand some people look at it as like, oh, it's a dog, though. You gotta understand, for dog owners, Even before I had a dog, I understand. For the most part, I can see and understand. That's their baby, okay? That's they grow to bond with the dog. The dog has a bond with them. So that's not something to just if especially if you spend all your time with the dog, you've been taking care of it. Of course you're gonna grow a connection. So the fact to me that you're so willing to get rid of your baby for Alexis is absurd to me, especially when I know, Alexis knows, America knows, Maya knows, Newton knows, Bloom, or whatever the cat's name knows. She wouldn't do that for you, bro. So why the hell would you do it for her? Please make it make sense, Justin. You just throwing all caution, all ration out the damn window for Alexis. Why? Cause she show you some attention? Come on, homeboy, you better than that. Okay, you giving up your whole life for Alexis, and what has she proved to you to show that she really feeling you? Because I don't care what nobody says. Still to this point in time, I still think she just playing in Justin's face, making it seem like she really care for him, she really like him and stuff. I feel like she just trying to get through these 8 weeks so she don't get fined. That's it. That is all. So Justin, don't get rid of mine. For what? We move on. Let me move on because I know I'll be talking too much. We get to Miguel. He brings home flowers and he cooks for Lindy. They talk. And Miguel says Lindy is winning him over. Lindy is proud of herself for that. And they remix the name of Decision Day to Vow Renewal Day. And this whole scene, I'm just like, Lindy just be talking like, everything is rainbows and butterflies. Oh my gosh, Miguel. That's exactly how she sounds like. And it's low key annoying. But I mean, if he likes it, then I love it, I guess. We move on to Pastor Cal. He sits with Morgan and Ben. And they discuss, Morgan's little trust issue with Ben. She still don't trust him. And her trust is broken and gone. Pastor Cal asks her why is that. She cries, of course, and says, it's past trauma from her childhood with her dad because of their riffraff. So I guess she gonna treat everybody like her dad. When it's like, girl, you should go to therapy for that. If you feel so strongly about that to the point you feel like you can't trust nobody, and anytime they break your heart, it's just no, you just cut them off for stupid little shit. You need to go to therapy because nobody's perfect. Everybody gets into riffraff, no matter if it's friends and stuff. Like, please, because to be honest with you, if I was the friend that you chipped my tooth, we wouldn't be friends no more. Especially if you didn't pay to get it fixed. I'm mad at the friend for not invoicing your ass for that shit. I'm pretty sure you did mistakes too because you're not perfect, Morgan. So I'm pretty sure you broke people's trust too. So what, y'all not friends no more? Or did you guys make up because you apologized and were sincere and you guys worked through that shit? So why would you not treat somebody else that same way? Especially if it's your husband. Excuse me, make it make sense. It's not something, I understand big stuff like infidelity type of stuff. But for this stuff, Morgan, please bye. Like I said, I know I'm way behind. We're gonna move on, okay? We can't keep doing this. Um, she said she gonna bring her walls down, and I just want to know why Ben had two wedding bands on his ring finger. That's it. We move on to Nate and Sasha. They talk post a meeting with Pastor Cal, and Sasha just wants Nate to go deeper into his feelings about why about his feelings towards his mom, but he said he don't got no feelings. And Stasha says she don't have a good relationship with her dad. She don't know her dad. And Nate says, does she cry about it? She said, yeah. And then Nate was like, okay, well, that's the difference with me. I don't cry about it. Nate, I'm pretty sure you got feelings, but you, like Stasha said, you probably just tuck them away somewhere so you don't want to resurface them because that hurts so damn much of what happened between your mama. Understandable, but if that's gonna be a wife, obviously she wants you to be vulnerable. That's really all it is, Nate. Like, I'm gonna just need you to be vulnerable. And obviously, this probably is not a conversation for the cameras. So hopefully you guys have that conversation post cameras. Okay, moving on because it's already about to be 50 minutes. Kristen and Mitch, they have dinner. The lighting was very yellow. I didn't like it. Mitch hasn't had a lot of dating experience, but Kristen does admit that she had had a lot of boyfriends. Kristen, we're not surprised because the way you trying to jump down Mitch's throat, not directly, but indirectly, we know. They sit down after dinner. I guess Kristen makes Mitch writes Mitch a love note, and she made him some coupons, some as someone said on Twitter, some coochie coupons, and Kristen is pretty much ready for sex. Mitch's eyes light up because I guess one of the coupons expires tonight, and it was to take a bath together. I don't know why the hell you want to do that, because you saw his house. Someone talking about there might be dirt in his butt crack. The water might turn gray. I think she made him take a shower before, so that was good. Scrub off your body before you get in the tub with me, homeboy. But they get in the bathroom. They kick the camera crew and the dog out of the bathroom. So I'm going to assume that's the night that they consummated the marriage. Maybe. I don't know. So whatever. We move on to Pastor Cal sitting down with Miguel and Lindy. Lindy is waiting for their first conflict to happen. Lindy, stop overthinking things. You might as well be with Michael from last season, because you overthink things too much. Michael be overthinking things too much. Y'all a match made in heaven, in my personal opinion. But they both think the marriage, or being with each other, makes the marriage easy. And the last thing we get from Lindy, she don't want no criticism from Miguel about her and the relationship and what she's doing wrong. Miguel says he can't promise that he will do that, because then that makes him become a doormat, and then the next time they have a real conversation about the relationship, that's when he leaves. But correct me if I'm wrong, you said you got left in the beginning of the season, so now you leaving everybody, Miguel? Okay, yeah, whatever. And I'm just like, Lindy's just overthinking things again. So Lindy, you don't want to be criticized in your relationship, so how y'all supposed to move forward? And I don't know why you're waiting for a conflict. You know conflict is going to happen. This is what I'm be talking about. Just let the relationship float. Y'all talking too much about what can happen, what's going to happen, this is that. Just be in a relationship. Let it flow. But 2 more scenes, guys. Please, if you still here, just stick with me, please. We got Pastor Cal. He's sitting with Mitch and Kristen, and Kristen loves her marriage. Because, now she's seeing all rainbows and unicorns, because they done fucked the night before. So they all Gucci. And Pastor Cal asked them, how's they going, like, moving forward. And they haven't thought about their life after decision day. They haven't talked finances. They haven't talked love. They haven't talked kids. So I guess Pastor Cal makes them talk about it, right then and there. They whisper each other's salaries to them. I'm like, why can't we just say it out loud? Nate and Sasha did. And Mitch, you say you got nothing to hide, but you had to whisper your salary. Come to find out, Kristen makes twice as much as Mitch. I mean, if both of you guys are okay with that, then by all means, whatever. But they talk about kids, and I guess Mitch doesn't want to have kids for a couple years, but Kristen wants a kid in about a year. And as Pastor Kyle said, both y'all not getting any younger, so y'all need to figure that shit out. They talk about love. Mitch is afraid of that too. And it's like, Mitch, why you here, bro? Kristen, I just hope you don't conform to what Mitch wants you to be, and you just stay true to yourself. But I feel like you're one of those pick-me type of females in a relationship that you're just going to go whatever your man wants. So hopefully you find out your own identity, and you guys can get through this. Maybe not. I don't know. But last scene, we have Pastor Cal sitting down with Alexis and Justin. Alexis is still mad at Justin because he failed to tell her about the fights that Maya done had with other dogs and whatnot. Justin, of course, gets emotional and cries because, he wasn't trying to hurt her or Newton. Newton just sitting there like, when's the scene over, guys? I'm just here. I'm cold, though. Can I get a blanket? So sorry to be talking about Newton like that. But Newton, I'm like, why y'all have Newton there, bro? Newton just want to relax. He got to recover, okay? But, anywho, Pastor Cal just tells Justin, like, he understands that Justin got a lot of feelings. I did laugh about that, but Justin can't keep beating himself up for that. I don't want to be mean, but at the same time, Justin, bro, you just got to tell Alexis, like, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Alexis probably knows you didn't mean for that to happen. So she's just upset because freaking Newton got a damn cone on his neck, okay? And Maya was the reason for that. So understandable for her feeling like, okay, I don't feel safe in a place, and if I don't feel safe and Maya does that again, I'm out. But hopefully you guys can reconcile, because I do feel bad for Justin in this moment in the scene. And Alexis just telling him like she's fine, she's cool. She just hopes Maya could, get her act together, because if she don't, Justin better keep his promise and get rid of her. Justin was like, well, that's not gonna be easy. She looking at him like, wait, what? You said, okay, but that's his child, Alexis. And if he got rid of Maya, I would be looking at Justin sideways, because you gonna give up your own daughter for Alexis when she made it very clear that her dog ain't even a dog, it's her child, even though it's a dog. Justin, all right now, be careful. But anyway, um, she just ended off where she not staying anywhere she don't feel safe, and she would leave him if he keeps Maya and Maya keeps causing havoc, and that's where the episode ends. So I try to rush those last few scenes because I talk too damn much, and I'm sorry. But if you're still here and you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment, especially about the Justin and Alexis situation. Would you give up your dog for another bee? Not calling Alexis a bee, but for somebody, for your significant other that you only met less than 2 weeks ago. If there was havoc, wreckage, I don't know what just happened out there, but I'm gonna go check it out. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.